There's also some additional historical context to consider when we look at why there's a heightened interest in this case. 3 News Side's Courtney Ann Jackson has a reaction she gathered today.
We asked Senator Solly Norwood how he felt when he saw a headline referencing a hanging in our state.
There we go again. There we go again. I thought we had grew beyond that. And and we are quick, coming from where I came from, you're quick to assume the worst of the situation.
It's the state's history that gives him pause.
And I lived through those times where I've experienced, knowing that, or knowing someone that had a relative that was a victim of that. So it's not something that you can just sweep under the rug and say that this is, no, it's not that simple.
Congressman Benny Thompson referenced the state's history of racial violence against African Americans in his statement that calls for truth and accountability. And the Southern Poverty Law Center statement says news of hangings immediately evokes the collective consciousness of those who are deeply aware of Mississippi's troubled past.
I trust law enforcement. I trust the university.
But Norwood thinks any premature statements can give the appearance that something's being covered up.
Knowing the history, and we have our reputation hasn't been the best. You have experience and you've lived through that process. Then yes, my mind is going to race to the opposite end, and racing to that end. And I'm going to conclude. That's going to be my conclusion until the facts bear out that this actually was not the case.
It's been 10 years since a case in Port Gibson where a black man was found hanging drew national attention and skepticism about the investigation.
The clear case of a lynching, nothing less than that.
The family of Otis Byrd also called in outside counsel and asked for full transparency. Federal investigators ultimately said there was no evidence to suggest he was killed. Courtney Ann Jackson, 3 on your side.